Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 7. And this is the mid-season finale. I'm actually just recently learning about this because apparently they couldn't, they had to stop filming because of COVID-19. So I believe Episode 7 will be the finale because that's when they had to stop. And then Episode 8 will be the premiere. And then I'm not too sure exactly how it's going to work from then on. Is there still going to be 16 episodes, or is it going to be cut this season? I think it's probably going to be 16 episodes because because they usually write the season before they film. So a little bit of a different season, but that's okay. Fear the Walking Dead season 6 has been pretty amazing, and I'm really excited for this mid-season finale. Obviously, before we do get into it, general spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up. And then also, if you are a fan of the show, be sure to subscribe because we have a lot more content coming up. Other than that, let's get into it. Alright, so as always, we're going to go ahead and start by reading the title and the synopsis of the episode. So the title is Damage from the Inside. That's a great title. And then the synopsis says, when Dakota goes missing, Strand sends Alicia and Charlie on a search and rescue mission to find her. An unlikely ally provides a new possibility of escape from Virginia. Alright, so a couple interesting things there. We're gonna see Dakota in the trailer, so we'll talk about her in a little bit, but the unlikely ally, who do you guys think that's going to be? Is it going to be a returning character from the past, or is it going to be maybe somebody like who is part of the End is the Beginning group? That would be an unlikely ally because we don't really know much about them, and they might end up helping out our group. But yeah, I mean, we don't really know what's their deal, whether they're villains or good guys. Like the guys were trying to steal the keys from Morgan, but that doesn't really tell us too much about them other than they just want the keys. So we'll see, but you guys let me know, who do you guys think that that unlikely ally is? But yeah, let's get into the trailer now. Alright, so the trailer opens up with, I believe that's Alicia. She's breaking a glass, like a glass window to get inside of some building. We don't really see much, we just see that, but I'm assuming that's Alicia. And then next, this is something that's really interesting to me. We have this guy working, like he's experimenting on a walker, and he's kind of putting the helmet, like a helmet on the walker, and we're gonna see that helmet later on in the trailer, so stay tuned. But I don't know who this guy is. I think this guy might be part of the End is the Beginning group, because it seems like the walkers, and this walker specifically with the helmet, is attacking Virginia's base. So obviously it would be people that are against Virginia. So I think maybe that's why this might be part of the unlikely ally. So we shall see, but they have like a whole setup going on here, so this is interesting. But anyways, going back to the trailer, we then cut to Dakota and Strand. They're talking, and they're driving in the car, but in front of them, it was in the opening minutes, I believe in the front of them is Virginia and them, so they're just sort of like escorting them back to the community, I think. But Dakota tells Strand that now is the time to do something. So remember, Dakota is against Virginia in a way. I think she doesn't really like what Virginia is doing, and she's trying to get people to stand up against her. So now's the time to do something. I think she was referring to the fact that Virginia is weak right now because of her arm. And they also lost some people in the last episode, so I think she's sort of telling Strand that they have to do something now. Next, we have Virginia talking on the radio, and I believe she's talking to John because she's saying, where are you gonna go, huh? And John is the one who left, so I think maybe she figured out that John didn't follow them back, or John is missing, or something like that. Or it could be Dakota, because remember, the synopsis did say Dakota goes missing. But I think if Dakota goes missing, I don't think Virginia would be talking to her. I think when they say missing, well, at least for me, I kind of get the feeling that she's missing, and just like, they don't know where she is and they can't come in contact with her. So I think maybe that's why she's possibly talking to John in this situation. Next, we have somebody spying on a group of people on horses. I believe this is Strand. The next shot, we see Strand on the horse. But I don't know who this is. Again, this may be that unlikely ally. I think it might have something to do with the End is the Beginning group, because that seems to be like a big mysterious build-up, and because this is the mid-season finale, I think maybe we might learn more about them in this episode. But yeah, John is riding his horse here. He's running away from something, or he's not really running away from something. I think he's just riding really quickly, but then he stops because I think something gets his attention. So it might be that person that was in the woods, because here he turns around. But then anyways, we cut to Charlie. I believe she's going to be with Alicia. Remember, in the synopsis it said that Strand sends Alicia and Charlie on a search and rescue mission. Charlie looks at this walker and she said whoever did this is crazy. And looking at the walker, you can see that some of the skin is ripped off from the walker, so that's what she's referring to. I don't know who would have done this. I feel like some people might say the Whispers, but I don't think the Whispers are going to be on the show. And besides, the Whispers wouldn't take out random chunks of skin. They skin the entire walker. But yeah, I'm probably going to assume it's that guy from the beginning, like that group, because it looks like they're doing experiments. Or not experiments, but they're just doing things with walkers. So it probably is them. But I could be wrong. You guys let me know. What do you think? And then we have some walkers approaching them. And then we cut to Morgan after that. And then Morgan, I'm not sure exactly who he's talking to. He may be talking to, I'll explain why I think it's in a second, but looking at that, the ram, like the skull of the ram behind him, I think it's a ram. I think he's talking to the guy who was doing those experiments, and I'll explain why in a second, because we do see Alicia there as well. But Morgan says it doesn't have to go this way. Now, if I had $1 every time I heard someone in the Walking Dead universe say that, it doesn't have to go this way. But yeah, I mean, I think he's probably just referring to something he's going to do to Alicia, which again, we'll get to in just a moment. And then it's nighttime and there's some walkers here. And this is the scene I was referring to, because the next shot we have that walker that had the helmet on. And yeah, it looks pretty scary, scary looking walker. I'm not sure what's the point of that, because it seems like it's only like one walker that has that. So maybe it's like a message they're sending. I don't think, or maybe just to protect the head, so they can, the certain walkers can give them a hard time. Next we have Alicia falling down on the ground. There's a walker on top of her. This is giving me Carl flashbacks. I really hope nothing Carl related happens here. I would be really shocked if something happens to Alicia. Unless the actress wants to leave the show, I don't really see them killing her off storyline wise, because that would just be kind of insane, I think. We have another walker approaching them. This is probably just the scenes with Alicia and Charlie outside when they're searching for Dakota. We don't really see Dakota at all for the rest of the show. Oh, we do see her a little bit at the end, but she was there in the beginning of the episode with Strand, so maybe she just like ran away. Maybe she like opened the door and ran or something, but we'll see what they mean by missing, or maybe she got captured, who knows. But then we have Alicia here, and I believe, looking at the lighting of this scene, I believe she's in that same room that the guy in the beginning who was putting the helmet on the walker, you can see like the green light that he had. So I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't look very good. And I know earlier in the video I mentioned how the ally that they mentioned in the synopsis could be the end is the beginning people. Now, I don't know if this guy, whoever is doing these experiments, well, it's not really experiments. They're just attaching helmets, I think, to walkers, or like enhancing the walkers and making them more dangerous. I don't know if this person is connected with the end is the beginning people or what, because it does seem like they're sending walkers to attack Virginia's base, because that's what it looked like from the trailer. So I don't know if this is the end is the beginning people, but I'm kind of thinking that they probably are. You guys let me know, what do you think? Next we have Virginia confronting Strand, and she says, which side of this are you on? And she looks very upset. So I'm not sure if this is Dakota related, because remember, Dakota was talking to Strand in the beginning, so maybe Strand helped Dakota leave. But again, I don't know if he would do that, like let Dakota leave by herself, because she's young, right? So but we do know Strand is playing both sides, because he has been making some really interesting choices this season. He has helped out Virginia, and that's why he had a key. So I think maybe she's upset at him for either planning an attack, because remember, the title of the synopsis is damage from the inside. So it's the people from, because she she kind of made the mistake of trusting some of these people too much, right? Like Strand and John and them. Well, John left, but like Strand, they gave people she gave people keys. So I think she's made that mistake of trusting some people, and now she's realizing that, or like she's questioning them, like which side are you on? And then we have this guy locking up this door, or there's a bunch of walkers behind it, and we actually see Dakota here. She seems to be like on top of the staircase. So again, I don't know if she's getting captured here by other people or what this is, because Dakota is missing and she looks kind of frightened. I mean, it could be just because of the walkers, but so maybe she was missing, but then they found her or something like that. Because I believe this is Virginia's place, because the walkers are attacking, and that's what it looks like it's going to be happening in this episode. But again, we'll see. That one thing in the beginning with the guy adding the helmet to the walker, that kind of threw it off, because now I'm wondering what group is he part of. And then also with Dakota missing, because like she seems to be there in the trailer, so I don't know what part of the episode she's going to be missing. But again, you guys let me know your thoughts about this. And then going back to Strand, he's actually pointing a gun here to, I believe it's Alicia, because that is Alicia's jacket. And I don't really know why he's doing this. Again, he is sort of playing both sides. So maybe someone's close to him. Like maybe Virginia's watching him or something. Because in the synopsis, going back to that again, it said Strand sends Alicia and Charlie on a mission, you know, to go find Dakota. So maybe he's sort of like forcing them to go find Dakota, and Virginia's watching him. So he kind of puts on this act to make her, or to like seem like he's forcing them to do it, or and he's on Virginia's side. Or it could be something totally unrelated. I don't know if he's actually pointing the gun, threatening her. That would be kind of insane, but I don't really see Strand doing that. And then we have Alicia here tied up on the ground. So I'm assuming she's trying to like escape whoever has her tied up. And again, I don't know what they're going to do to her, but I think she's trying to escape. And then we also have the walkers breaking down that door that we saw. And we do see that walker there at the end with the helmet at the back over there. So again, I believe this is probably some building inside of Virginia's town. I don't know if it's Lawton or another community, but since we've been in Lawton the entire time, I'm assuming it's probably going to be that. But yeah, that is where the trailer ends off. Lots of stuff in this trailer. I'm very, very excited for this mid-season finale. I mean, Fear the Walking Dead season 6 has been pretty amazing, to say the least. I've liked all the episodes so far, so very pumped to see how the mid-season ends. You guys let me know your thoughts, opinions, theories, and all that kind of stuff in the comments down below. But as far as this video goes, I am gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and for more Walking Dead videos, just be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.